our friends ready to try the video conferencing? Bennett, well, I didn't hear anyone say yes, but I'm going to assume people are ready. Bennett, maybe you could make an initial comment about what is going to transpire right now. I know I should push my little star and send out an email to everybody inviting them to join the conference, which I will do once we decide we're going to proceed. But Bennett, can you tell people what they will experience when they get by message?
Yes, I mean, so if you've got everybody on the contact list, correct?
I have everyone on a contact list, and I haven't sent the email yet. I can do that now if you want me to, but I thought maybe...
Yeah, I'd go ahead and do it just that way.
Okay.
People, depending on what kind of
it takes a little while, right?
Connection they have, they might take a... So I'd go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is effectively, you had a trial run with several folks, utilize a particular, it's effectively a software program, and it's very common in the sense of, tons of nonprofits, tons of for-profit companies, for that matter, utilize this program called GoToMeeting.com, and a couple of things of note that are of importance. It's user-friendly for people who want to or can only participate from an audio portion, just like you're doing now, which was purely audio. But for those of you that have, video capability, you've got that option as well. The other good thing about this is, certainly depending on what type of meeting you're having and what's on the table as far as agenda items, you're able to effectively load documents so that everybody can be looking at a document on the screen at the same time. And so, especially like I'll use the example you just had with Chris Bird. If Mr. Bird had a PowerPoint presentation that he wanted to kind of go through with you to articulate some of his points, he could have done that along as he was speaking, just like you were sitting in front of him in a big auditorium or ballroom at a hotel. So it gives you lots of flexibility, and to some extent, depending on how people learn and how people follow meetings, as far as content, this gives you a lot more flexibility beyond just audio. And given you're a national association, you've got people in every corner of the country. You can't meet all the time in person, as you know, just because of travel cost. This kind of narrows the gap of, putting a face to a name, if you will. So long story short, that's effectively what this program does. It takes just a minute. Once you get Mr. Seeger's link, which just came through, you actually will click the link. You download the software. You can feel safe in the software. It's very quick, easily installation, and it would be on your desktop from this point forward. And then the only thing that would change if you choose to use this in future meetings is, for each meeting you would have a different, meeting link, but you would have the software already loaded on your computer and not have to reinstall it. So hopefully all of your computers, you could click the link that just came through and then install it, and then we can kind of walk you through kind of the next segment of where you'd like to go.
Minute, this is Ruth for the computer challenged, which is I. Could somebody like Will talk me through this process?
Sure. I mean, it's pretty easy. I mean, if you open up the email, you click on the actual link, and effectively you will it will self-install, so you don't have to do anything. It installs on its own, and as soon as you do that, effectively you will have the ability to be preloaded, and I'm on there now. You see Dan Seeger is already on the screen. It looks at Dan just like he's sitting at his desk. And
but Bennett, I don't see you.
I'm not there yet, but I'm on the audio portion. Yep.
I'm on the screen that says, hello, what's your name?
If you are, I'm just trying to get here. I'm just trying to get here. Let's see, bear with me. All right, so now he sees me. So if you're at a computer, and it will give you an indication if you're looking at your computer. Those of you that have downloaded the software, effectively you'll see on the right hand side of the screen, top right, you've got all of you are using the audio right now, so this is more kind of a test case. If we use this in the future, you actually would use the audio number for GoToMeeting, but for now, let's just keep where you are so you don't have to sign on and sign off again. On the right-hand screen, you're going to see a camera, and when you put your mouse pointer over the camera, it'll ring, and then hit that, and then that will turn on your camera so people can see you. So now we've got Dan Seeger, myself, and Walt Boyer are all on there.
Okay, now what I've gotten is the requested version of GoToMeeting does not support this version of Mac operating system 10.
You're on a Mac, is that right, Ms. Marner? Yep. You may have to potentially upload something different, but for most of you it should work without any hitch whatsoever.
I'm on a Mac, and I'm still at the first screen. Hello, what's your name?
Okay.
And do I continue on that?
Yes, I'm trying to see those of you that are logged in.
I'm not.
Marlene, I see you on here. Bob Nicholson's on here, at least for the web version. We just don't have you visually on here.
My message is Marlene Warner has arrived. Marlene, you have to click a little video. You have to click a little video camera on the panel.
Right.
I'm still waiting to view Dan Seeger's screen. I'm not showing my screen. Well, that's why I can't see it.
There's no
right, but why do you want to see my screen? Well, I'll put my screen on. Well, that's what the computer tells me, that I'm waiting to view Dan Seeger's screen. Okay, I've turned my screen on. Can you see it now? Well, you see my icon. I don't know what it is. Now I see all the icons, I guess. Yeah. What am I doing now?
Okay, you don't need to know anything. This is just a test case. So Marlene's on, Bob Nicholson's on, at least from the audio portion.
And I'm hearing you on the phone.
Okay, and so what are you seeing on your screen, Bob Nicholson?
Someone is sharing the webcam. If you want to use the webcam, switch to the desktop.
Okay, so switch to webcam and see what you see.
All right. You'll stay in the meeting while you download the desktop version and switch to it.
Okay, go ahead and download that and see what happens.
All right.
And for the rest of you, are the rest of you trying to log in, or you haven't?
No, I'm away from my computer, so I'm just listening. I'll have to do it better later.
All right.
Mine says someone is sharing their webcam. If you want to use webcam, please switch to the desktop version.
Yeah.
What
So
do I do?
Go ahead and hit that and see if it should pull up for you.
Hit what? Switch to
Say use
desktop
webcam
version.
version.
Bennett, I'm hearing your voice twice on everything.
Because
you're on the
meeting
phone
while
and
you
the-
download the desktop version and switch to it. Okay, so now I hit download.
Yeah. So I see you're trying to log in. I'm looking at the screen.
Dan, you've got on your phone and on your computer. Just click on the computer to telephone.
So I should hang up my phone?
Well, because not everybody's on the
Turn your
GoToMeeting.
speakers off. You either turn the speakers off or use the phone, one or the other.
I see. Okay, I'll tentatively turn off my computer speaker.
The following participant has left the conference.
Walton Boyer. I can still see Walt. Oh, I see. Walt hung up.
You don't
Okay.
need to stay on his speakers. That cut out the feedback for you on yours. So.
The following participant has left the conference.
Joe Walton.
Okay. All right.
So I'm still waiting to see people like Jean and Judy.
Oh, I'm not even at my computer. I'm just at a telephone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My computer says, please restart the download. And for some reason or other, nothing's
Well,
happening.
Bennett, should Judy restart her download?
She could. And Bob Nicholson, how are you doing on your end?
I'm kind of at a loggerhead, and I've got to go because I have a funeral director bringing Betty's ashes back in 5 minutes, so I'll sign off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Bob.
The following participant has left the conference.
Nicholson.
Is that most of the people were able to at least download the software. And I think what we could
The
do...
following participant has left the conference.
Jean Hurley.
Oh. I was going to tell her she could dial in on that other number.
Yeah, I think what we could do on this next one is not use the line 1 call-in and try to have everybody do go-to-meeting for the audio next time.
Right.
And then start...
Meantime, this is Ruth. I'm going to be in touch with you or Will or somebody to get me started on the computer.
It's very easy. We could do that.
Thank you. And I'm going to ring off, and thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Who do we still have on the line who's not on the picture?
The following participant has left the conference.
Ruth Walsh.
I'm still here.
So I'm looking for Pete and for Judy.
Yeah, and I'm stuck where it says the download should automatically...
The following
begin
participant
in
has
a few
entered the
seconds.
conference.
Walton Boyer.
Please restart the download. So I'm restarting the download, but nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Mine says waiting to view Dan Seeger's screen.
Yeah, that says that on the...
Well, I'll turn my screen on again.
The following participant has left the conference.
Yes, the next
Walton Boyer.
screen, because the screen we're seeing his desktop.
So you can see my desktop, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is for us to see you.
I now see somebody's desktop.
You see the red screen.
That's mine.
Red screen. That's Dan's desktop.
How niche it is. Would you get mine settled like that? Anyhow, the download, it still says open Citrix online launcher, and the download should automatically begin in a few seconds. If not, please restart the download.
But if you're seeing his red screen, you're there.
Okay, so what is that other screen? And that...
The following participant has entered the conference.
Walton Boyer.
Judy, do you see a kind of control panel in addition to my red screen?
Control panel on the side.
Yeah.
Yes. And do you see in that control panel, if you look at the upper left of that control panel, you should see a little icon which looks like a video camera. You should click on that.
Oh, well, on the left side, no.
On the right.
On the right side.
On the right side, a video camera.
You should
The third one down.
The third one down, that's a camera.
After the telephone, there's a little cam.
Well, it's different on everybody's, Marlene. It's on the top on a lot.
And it says switch to the desktop for now.
Well, but I'm clicking on the camera, and nothing is happening.
Do you have a camera on your desktop?
I do, but it's not working.
Yeah.
For me to see anything.
Yeah. Miss Moss, do you have one on your...
A camera, yes.
You do. Okay.
My hair isn't combed, but that doesn't...
But I can't see Judy yet. How can I see Marlene?
That's what I figured what the problem is. On the right side, there are a lot of symbols. The one on the top right corner is in red.
Right.
The other ones are difficult
Now
in
someone
gray.
disappeared. Bennett, you disappeared.
I'm still here. I just turned it off for a second so I could show her.
Okay.
If you do you see the camera icon though, Miss Moss?
Yes, the third one down.
And then did you hit it where it
I
says
hit it.
see you?
I hit it. and nothing is happening.
And mine said if you want to use webcams, please use the desktop version for now. Switch to the desktop version. And when I do that, it's download the desktop version and switch to it.
Okay.
I've already downloaded it, I don't know, 3 times. And it says launch failed.
Yeah, I
Start the download.
That's what Mr. Barner said, yeah.
yeah, Marlene and Judy, I had trouble with that also. I think it was a firewall problem, and but eventually, when we were doing our test, we went through a lot of iterations. That download is the critical piece, and it may be that there's a firewall preventing it, and that's a technicality that's hard to just solve over the phone. But I'm suspecting that once you've got it downloaded, it'll be there forever, so you'll be all set once you get it. But you may need help from somebody like Walt Boyer from Arlene to get past that, somebody who knows what they're doing and is local.
I think the good news is we've got more than halfway there, is because people wanted to, be able to make sure, one, you could see visuals on the screen. So that's more than half the battle. If we can get the rest of them as far as their camera hookups, then we'll be a home run for the next time.
Right.
But we could do some troubleshooting with some other people between now and your next meeting and get them up to speed.
Well, this is Pete Schwab, and I've got it on my tabletop, but I don't have it on my iPad, and that's where the camera is.
Okay, because we do. I see you're signed in. Yeah.
Well, all I've got is a page that says meeting, details, reviews, and related, and nothing else. Well, I've just got a go to meeting button thing, and I push that, and what I get is a thing that says, use your cam, use your webcam, etc., but it doesn't tell me what to do.
And if you click the link completely, where you see a red screen on the screen?
I don't see a red screen on the screen.
Okay.
It tells me about go to meeting, but that's about it.
Okay. When you got to the go to meeting, what do you see on your screen?
Well, there's a kind of an odd squiggle thing in an orange box.
Right.
Then it says get, G-E-T, and then below that it says details, reviews, and related.
Right.
And below that it's got a go to meeting page, and when I hit that, then I get the same scoop again as to what go to meeting is. Doesn't tell me how to do it.
Okay. Double click that. It probably looks like a not a star, but just the yellow icon, the go-to meeting icon. If you double click that, potentially would take you back to the main screen.
Okay. On my iPad, I hit it twice and I get nothing.
You may. I think it's sometimes it can be just on the iPad, so it may be better to use on a desktop.
Well, I have no sound on my desktop.
That's all right. You could use your phone. You could use your phone. You can use your phone just as a normal phone and use your desktop. But
okay, and on my desktop it says you must click the camera and media icon to hear and speak with
the following
everyone.
Participant has left the conference.
Chad Matheson.
you can go ahead and do that. And you can just stay on your phone that you're on and not have to change anything on that part for now.
All right, and I just click the camera and it says I can hear and speak. All right, now what do I hit at this point?
All right, do you see an icon?
The following participant has left the conference.
Kim.
An icon on the top right where there's a camera, which is the third one down.
I've got it. I just clicked it.
Okay.
Which the desktop version it says.
Mine says that now also.
Yeah.
The following participant has left the conference.
Marlene.
Yeah. You should be able to do that if you're at that stage.
But it says click go to meeting launcher to begin.
Go ahead and try that.
Well, I don't know what to click because it doesn't do anything.
You don't have a link to click?
No.
What screen are you showing? What's the rest of your screen look like?
Top left, it says go to meeting, and then the center, it's got that icon thing again, and it says run, go to meeting launcher, and, okay, restart the download. How's that?
Try that again.
All right, I just hit that, and it says click go to meeting launcher to begin. What do I hit as the go to meeting launcher?
Trying to see what you're seeing. Hard to visualize what you might be seeing.
Okay, at the top left, it says go to meeting, and then in the middle of the page, it's got that icon thing, and then it says run, go to meeting launcher. And
The following participant has left the conference.
Dan Seeger.
Okay.
and then below that it's got questions, and then there's a yellow box with an arrow that says click go to meeting launcher to begin. But what happens is my arrow goes to them, but I don't have any action when I hit them.
Okay. I tell you what, Mr. Seeger, I know you're owned by a regular phone now, or the speaker phone. What I might do is I'll reach out to each of the other individuals that are having some trouble, and I can do a tutorial with them in the next few days and coordinate a time to do that. And then what I would suggest is the next time we do this is we would start with this first. And that way they're calling in on the go-to-meeting audio and video at the same time, and that probably would help us troubleshoot some of their stuff that they might be having trouble with. But I can do it individually before the next call.
So the next official meeting will be the first Wednesday in March.
Right.
Have another face-to-face meeting later in March. I think we can devote the early March meeting to this.
Okay.
And then set us up for the new year starting April. So I'll plan that we'll do this in at the first Wednesday in March. And Bennett, I'll be in touch with you about what instructions I should give people in writing ahead of time in terms of using the computer rather than the telephone.
Right. Okay. I think we're good. I mean, the good news is they got halfway here. You know, most of them, as far as signing in, that's more than half the battle, so we can get past the rest of it.
But we still only have video from the same three people who were in the initial experiment.
Well, I show on my screen, it shows that Judy and Pete Straub signed in twice, probably once on his iPad and once on his regular computer, but not for video, just for audio.
I now have something on my screen, and it's very small, hard to read, but it says Tom Goodrich, Ray, update.
That's Dan's email that you're seeing. So you're seeing Dan's screen.
Yeah, I'm seeing Dan's screen. The red screen we decided was Dan's.
Right. But the only thing that you're having trouble with is your camera, and we could walk you through how to get your camera to connect.
Yeah, I think you've made great progress, Judy and Pete.
Comment before we close. There are differences between the Mac and the PC displays, and one of them is that when you open on Mac, the first thing that happens when you click on the first button, it brings up a box that says you need to download a little bit of software, and the software picks up the codes from your email, automatically installs them, and puts you on the system. So you need need to understand that there's an intermediate step to getting it in on a Mac. Second point I would make is that the icon for the video is on the upper left-hand corner rather than the upper right-hand corner where it is on a PC. So there are some differences. You may want to try to have somebody that's using the same type of machine to work with those people that need help.
Good recommendation.
It's a Mac, so I'm perfectly willing to help people with Macs. I know Marlene uses a Mac, so I'll go over and give her a hand to get on.
Great. Is there a future
come to
time that we
California and give me a hand?
Do you use a Mac or a PC?
A Mac.
She's on the Mac.
And don't feel badly, I'm having problems getting my printer connected. It's been 3 days, and I've been on the phone constantly with HP trying to get the printer connected.
Is there a future time, this is Pete, that the guy and I can work out how to get into it? I'm unable to do it right now. I've got another meeting that I have to go to.
Right. Yes, Mr. Straub, what does next Tuesday look like for you?
Well, just a minute. Next Tuesday is the 10th, and I'm clear that afternoon.
Do you have an 11 o'clock or a 4 o'clock?
I have an 11 o'clock, but 4 o'clock would be okay.
All right, I'll call you at 4 o'clock.
Okay, you have my number?
I do.
Okay. Putting you into my calendar right now.
Great. I'll call you at 4 o'clock.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Mr. Seeger, I do need to sign off too at this point, but I apologize for that. But I'll reach out to Ms. Moss, Mr. Straub, and if Mr. Boyer works with Ms. Farner, that'd be good. And then I can reach out to Ruth Walsh as well.
And I think we've made great progress because a good beginning is a good leads to a good ending.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot, Bennett.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
The following participant has left the conference.
Bennett.
The following participant has left the conference.
Pete Straub.
The following participant has left the conference.
Walton Boyer.
On the screen it says the meeting ended, so I guess I'll leave it also.